Hi, it's April checking in. I'm grateful for another day of life. I'm grateful for the sun shining this morning. I'm grateful for another year and the whole world has not crashed in yet. I think I've been low-key waiting for that for a few years now. I don't think that the way we consider the end of the world is going to be what it actually looks like. So I'm a little curious about that. Anyway, I got on here to talk about fitness in every area. I had this conversation with one of my children last week about how in your arena you are supposed to be knowledgeable and skilled about what you do. In other words, there's not supposed to be a doctor who's really bad at taking care of their body, their physical body. There's not supposed to be a dentist who never brushes their teeth, right? They're supposed to know the difference between what happens when you do and what happens when you don't, and they're supposed to act on that knowledge. As my grandmother used to say, when you know better, you do better. And in the same way, a spiritual practitioner is supposed to be spiritually fit. In other words, something is going on. If you are someone who helps other people spiritually or in their soul, but you are not fit in that area yourself, not disciplined. You don't have a regimen or a daily practice that lends itself to spiritual fitness, whatever that looks like in your genre of spirituality. You ever watch the comic book movies, the Marvel movies, and things of that nature? I think that those are good examples of what happens when opponents who both have different kinds of power go against each other. If one opponent wasn't skilled or wasn't practiced in their area, they would lose within the first 30 seconds. And in the same way, I'm saying that if you are spiritual, to do daily practices that build your spirit, that build your spiritual muscle. I can't tell you what that looks like for you, but a lot of people read sacred texts regularly. They have prayer, meditation, things like that in whatever genre that they are in. And those things build you up over time and make you a force to be reckoned with, regardless of what your opponent thinks or what your opponent is skilled in. Much like how the Incredible Hulk or some other such power, you would want to think really hard about tampering with their day or bothering them or starting some trouble with them, right? It's the same way with someone who is very practiced spiritually. You wouldn't want to come for them very easily. You would have to think hard and long about whether it was worth it, you know. I'm thinking that that's something that I have always been interested in, more so because of the previous battles, struggles, harassments I have experienced as a very young woman. I wanted to become someone who people had to really think if they really wanted to do this before coming for me. And I hope that my children have benefited from the spiritual practices that I've gone through and have a great knowledge base of how to build that. Well, okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.